server again. Got it.
Warden suck. Sign back up, guys. Sign back up. Let's go. Forgotten. Get the fuck back in.
Hello?
Alright, on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go. 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 Go.
We got
go,
this.
Go.
Ah, I saw bear.
Fucking hell!
It's
always.
We nailed it on the end though. The middle was.
Alright,
How
alright.
about you count
You know
to
what?
3 on
Middle was
and
weak
we
as
all
fuck.
fucking
No.
loot?
Okay, you know what? I deserve that.
Why don't we all?
Hey guys, I Saw Bear here, and today I'll be covering the update 0.15 for the game Foxhole. This update is small in size, but it gives some nice quality of life changes to the players, and it also fixes a lot of bugs we've been seeing over the past few updates. So probably the most functional quality of life change for the players is that map icons can now be toggled on or off based on preference and type. So you can choose to toggle on or off resources, bases, world structures, and map intel, all individually or all together if you just want to see nothing on the map. A quality of life change for Logi crews is that trucks and light utility vehicles can now directly use factories, refineries, and gates. Whereas previously, trucks might have been able to exchange inventories between structures and themselves, now they can actually functionally use factories to develop basic, refined, or explosive materials, and then exchange them as well. And lastly, for transportation and Logi members, you'll be happy about this one. There is now a mini-map to assist drivers when traveling along roads. Whereas before you had to have an on-point navigator to help you take a left or right turn up ahead, now you can just see on the map the roads in front of you, and hopefully you've planned out which roads you need to take in advance. This is not meant to be a substitute for a proper map, nor is it really there for players to exploit. It's a very small area just ahead of you so you know where the next turn is exactly. The new content in this update comes in the form of 7 new emotes that can be triggered by pressing keys 4 through 0 on your keyboard or number pad. It's great for role-playing and it's great for communications as well. Though this might be a hard juggling act in the field, it can provide extremely useful in a situation where you have to remain silent but need to communicate with players around you. Number 0 is my particular favorite. Hopefully I'll be seeing a lot of the Colonial players using this one. Or my absolute favorite is a modified 0, the 360 degrees surrendering animation. Some game balances for this update include: the number of items given for supply drops has increased from 4 to 8 by default. Quantity of each item given for the supply drop has doubled by default. Resource distribution around and inside port bases have been rebalanced. Environmental obstacles have been added to some maps like Deadlands to make it harder for players to circumvent defenses by hugging the border. This has only been applied to Deadlands for now. And barges no longer require a tech tree unlock. Other changes include: players now leave behind footstep trails wherever they walk, much like vehicles do. This is helpful for tracking slippery players or partisan forces, forests, roads, whatever. So if you're retreating from the enemy, you best know how to cover your tracks. Literally. There were some visual updates to grass and other environmental assets. And the construction vehicle sound effect has been updated for both factions. There were a lot of bug fixes with this update. I'll just go over a few of the big ones. Players that were swimming couldn't be targeted and shot at. Now this has been fixed so that they can be. Players rejoining a war after a server maintenance will not lose their position and won't consume a soldier supply. Heavy gates not closing at some port bases has now been fixed. Cargo ships deployed near a border, resulting in CVs not being able to be built, has now been fixed, so now CVs can be built by cargo ships close to borders. And several map bugs have also been fixed. However, I will leave that for the patch notes down below if you want to read all of them. Thank you for tuning in to this update. A short and sweet one, but I'm loving those emotes already, and I totally won't be spamming them everywhere I go. If you like this update video, like and subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest Foxhole updates. And as always, good luck, keep your heads down, and stay in your foxholes. Bear out.